ancient Chinese philosophers have been pretty forgotten for most Western audiences. You've probably heard of Confucius or Lao Tzu, but what about the other great thinkers from ancient China? What can they teach us about life, society, and the universe? And why should we care about them today? Chinese philosophy encompasses a wide variety of schools of thought that flourished over several centuries. But it is often overshadowed by Western philosophies such as those of ancient Greece and Rome, which have had a greater influence on Western culture and thought. However, Chinese philosophy has its own unique insights and wisdom that can be valuable to us today. In this series, we will explore some of the lesser-known philosophers of ancient China and their ideas. We will also discuss why it is important to study Chinese philosophy and what lessons it can teach us for our lives today. So join me on this journey of discovery and let us together uncover the forgotten philosophers of ancient China. Let's start with Mozi, an ancient Chinese philosopher and the founder of Moism, one of the 6 major schools of thought in ancient China during the Warring States period between the 7th century BCE and the 3rd century BCE. He was born in the state of Song, where he lived until the age of 50. At this point, he left his home to travel around the various states, preaching his philosophy and trying to persuade rulers to adopt his ideas. According to tradition, he visited over 100 rulers, but only 2 of them listened to him. After 60 years of traveling, he returned to Song, where he died at the age of 100. Most of what we know about Mozi comes from the biography written by his disciple, Wang Zhang. In this account, Mozi is portrayed as a brilliant and charismatic leader who was able to convince many followers to abandon their families and possessions to follow him. However, the historical basis of this story is debated by scholars. Unlike many other Chinese philosophers, Mozi did not focus on metaphysical or religious questions, but rather on practical ethical issues such as how to live a good life, how to treat others, and how to create a just society. His philosophy was based on the idea that everyone should act according to the principle of universal love, which means that people should treat each other with kindness and compassion, regardless of their social status or personal feelings. This principle is similar to the golden rule found in many other cultures, such as the biblical command to love your neighbor as yourself. However, Mozi took it further by arguing that even people who hate us or do bad things to us should still be treated with love and understanding. This is because he believed that everyone is capable of doing good things and that even those who seem evil have some good in them. Mozi also developed a theory of 4 virtues that people should practice: benevolence, righteousness, propriety, and wisdom. Benevolence refers to the ability to understand the needs of others and show compassion towards them. Righteousness means acting according to one's duty and being fair and honest in all things. Propriety involves following social norms and customs and treating others with respect. Wisdom, on the other hand, is the ability to discern right from wrong and make sound judgments. These 4 virtues are interconnected and work together to help people live a good life and contribute to the common good. One of the most interesting aspects of Mozi's philosophy is his view on non-action or wu wei. This concept is often misunderstood as a call to do nothing or to be passive. However, Mozi's idea of non-action is more akin to the Buddhist notion of non-attachment or non-grasping. It means that people should act without being driven by selfish desires, fears, or other negative emotions. Instead, they should act out of a sense of duty and responsibility, working for the benefit of all. Another key aspect of Mozi's philosophy is his criticism of divination, astrology, and other forms of fortune-telling. He believed that these practices were harmful because they encouraged people to rely on luck and fate rather than their own efforts and abilities. Instead, he advocated for hard work, diligence, and self-improvement as the way to achieve success and happiness. He also criticized the obsession with having more and more, saying that if everyone strives to get more, there will be endless conflicts and wars. Instead, he advocated for simplicity, contentment, and sharing with others. Mozi's ideas had a profound impact on later Chinese philosophers, including the development of Confucianism and Taoism. His emphasis on universal love and the importance of caring for others continue to resonate today, especially in a world that often seems driven by selfishness and greed. While Mozi may not be as well known as some of the other ancient Chinese philosophers, his ideas are nonetheless valuable and worth exploring. His philosophy offers a path to living a good life and creating a better world, and it can help us to see the importance of treating others with kindness and compassion. Next up is Xuanzi, a Confucian philosopher who lived during the 3rd century BCE. He was a prolific writer and his works covered a wide range of topics, including politics, ethics, education, history, and literature. Unlike his predecessors, Xuanzi took a more rational and systematic approach to Confucian philosophy. He believed that human beings are born as a blank slate and that all knowledge and morality comes from our experiences and interactions with others. This contrasts with the view of his Confucian predecessor, Mencius, who believed that humans are innately good and that goodness can be cultivated through education and self-reflection. Xuanzi argued that humans are inherently self-interested and that society and culture shape our behavior. He believed that rituals and social norms are not just empty traditions, but serve an important function in regulating human behavior and maintaining social order. Xuanzi also discussed the importance of education in shaping individuals and society. He believed that learning and self-cultivation are essential for leading a virtuous life and contributing to the common good. He also emphasized the role of teachers in transmitting cultural knowledge and moral values to the next generation. Another important aspect of Xuanzi's philosophy is his view on the relationship between the individual and the state. He believed that the individual should serve the state and that loyalty to the ruler is a fundamental duty. However, he also argued that the ruler has a responsibility to govern justly and to provide for the welfare of his subjects. Xuanzi's ideas had a significant impact on Chinese political thought, and his views on education and self-cultivation continue to influence Chinese culture today. He was also highly influential in the development of Neo-Confucianism during the Song dynasty, which synthesized Confucianism with Buddhist and Taoist ideas. While Xuanzi's philosophy is deeply rooted in Chinese culture, it also offers valuable insights for people today. His emphasis on education and self-cultivation can help us to become more responsible and contributing members of society. His views on the importance of rituals and social norms can remind us of the value of community and tradition. Moreover, his ideas about the relationship between the individual and the state can help us to think critically about our roles and responsibilities as citizens. These are just two examples of the many fascinating and influential philosophers who have emerged from ancient China. Their ideas offer a unique perspective on some of the deepest questions about human existence and the nature of reality. And while they may have been written thousands of years ago, their lessons remain relevant today. As we continue to explore the forgotten philosophers of ancient China, I hope you will be inspired by their wisdom and insight.